Hello, monsters of Mansion, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 11 of my Von Carstein playthrough. Early access for Patreon supporters, of course. If you're a Patreon supporter, then you get to vote in a poll as the episode comes out. If you're not, you still get to see the episode, but it'll be about a month after it's come out for the Patreon supporters, and obviously you won't get to vote in the poll. And last time we asked, should we get another army, and if so, who should it be? And the answer was, well, if you want to be her lover, you better get with her friends, if any of her friends are still alive, because of course it's Emma. Also, how much money am I making? Is this... Okay, so I'm now playing on the Twisted and Twilight patch. So I was going to do that last week, but I asked, it was still in with embargo, and I said, well, can I, without like enabling any of the DLCs, can I play on the patch? They were like, well, it'll still count as one of your videos. I was like, okay, well, I can't do that. So this is the first Von Carstein campaign played on the new patch. Now, obviously, that means that we won't get things like the new settlements added. They still nothing there, but we will get all the other additions coming with it. Things like the income percentage show, so we can actually see how much income. And look how much fucking money we're making from Eastern Sylvania. Almost 6,500. That's ridiculous. I've got some mulled wine here. It's really good. Also quite thematic for the vampires, isn't it? Now we can actually knock these down because it doesn't actually do anything for us apart from the growth and yeah. Oh, and necromancers. Yeah, so we'll get rid of those, and I could get because the gallows, if we have a look, it's actually making 365 income for us here. Now, it's not much, but it's enough to go, you know what, that could be another high-end unit, so may as well go for it. So we're making a huge amount of money in Eastern Sylvania, massive, it's just ridiculous. And then, of course, in Western Sylvania, we're also making quite a lot of income. Again, because we're bordering Castle Drakenhof, where we get this bonus to income for all regions and adjacent provinces. So that's quite... In fact, it makes me go, should we take the mountains? Because if we take the mountains, could make more money. I mean, we've already got 10k, so... Anyway, so let us get Emma... In fact, let's get Emma Bunton over here.
Yes. Sylvania's borders.
Baby Spice is back. She's got some lovely lighting down there. And, of course, she's right next to a big pile of dead bodies, which is perfect. Which means she can pick up some little bits and pieces. Do we actually have any recruitment buildings? I mean, we can recruit Blood Knights, so that's the thing. We've got Vlad up here as well. Now, I want to take Batchafun. However, it's... Okay, it doesn't have a big garrison, but it has a lot of boys here. I still think I can deal with them. And over here, of course, we took Altdorf in a hell-to-leather victory or death charge, and we succeeded. However, everyone died apart from all the single ladies and 15 direwolves. And unfortunately, we can't really replace them apart with skeletons, which is it's not really going to be super useful. Let's get some bony boys. Now, what I want to do is to maybe grab all of these settlements in the Reikland. There's also a dead pile of dead bodies there. That could be interesting. Could do that, maybe. But also, the Empire is still strength rank 9. Now, I think I killed at least 2 of their armies last... It's hard to remember. But either way, I think I killed a couple of armies, and... looks like they're still up there, so we have to still be careful of them because the single ladies, while very, very potent, can be defeated. So we have to be a little bit careful. I also recruited Karen C, the manager, and she is my banshee. I'm tempted to put her in with all the single ladies because obviously it gives its movement increase, which would be quite nice. She also stimulates growth. Don't know how she's doing that. Probably not best not to ask really. Right. Karen, you come over here, and how many banshees can we get? Just 1 at the moment. Because we need this spirit war. If we upgrade, can we get another one then? I think we can, yes. If we upgrade, we can upgrade to the Font of Nightmares, we can get another Karen. At least it's thematic, isn't it? So, do I want to get anything here? How many dead bodies are here? That's a lot of casualties. I feel like I should be able to get more from that.
This night?
Yeah, let's just recruit some Black Knights for the moment. I might send Emma to just like clear out the mountains because they're still riddled with dwarves. So knocking out, not just pushing back the dwarves, probably a good shout. And we've got so much money here that I'm sort of tempted just to upgrade the fuck out of everything, to be honest. I mean, we are going to want Ostermark, so let's upgrade that. Needling is finally getting up there. Let's get defences for Flensburg. I don't know if 3 turns is a long time, especially with Nullen down there. So I'm not super hopeful that we'll hold that. But let's get more wine, because I've got some wine in my hand. Oh, look at that. We're under siege. And Dolly Parton has ranked up.
Unworkable.
Right, what do they have?
Unachievable.
No Luminarch. Okay, that's fine. That's all I worry about these days. Do they have a fucking Luminarch? No? Okay, we're fine. We're all good. Let's go with Safeguard, maybe? Let's go Pit Shades. Let's go Pit Shades. This is also being recorded in 2K, in what I think they call HD.
No.
Or QHD? Well, I don't know. It's not 4K anyway. It's the one below that, but it's still pretty good anyway. So we've got you. I'm going to be honest. I am not overly worried about that. Although I'm going to put the 10 Grave Guard coming in as reinforcements from the settlement garrison as computer AI controlled, because I legitimately cannot. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that, because last time it dicked me over. So we'll just do this. I should probably recruit some actual units at some point. Maybe? I think we probably should. That's why I want to take the Reikland. If we take the Reikland, we get some recruitment buildings. It'll be fine. Come on, Fergie from Black Eyed Peas. Pick yourself up. Because at the moment, this is like the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. Because there's a lot... I'm getting legitimately quite fucking sick of fighting so many fucking missile units. It's... Where are you going? It's generally getting quite annoying. So... I mean, God, let me fight some Bretonians, or not Wood Elves, obviously. Fuck those guys, but someone, anything. So we're getting a little bit of shades over that. It's doing quite well. We've got a unit of handgunners, and we're just getting fire from every direction. It's just coming in all over the place. We're trying to knock them out, but then at least these guys are actually charging into melee combat. Not 100% sure why. Oh, they changed their mind. Point blank. Jeez, that was 3... Was that 4 heads in one? Holy shit. Lady Gaga takes no prisoners. So yes, as I was saying, I now have a larger resolution monitor, which I'm very pleased about. It's my birthday present. It's a birthday present, early birthday present to me, a month early, because I've been such a good boy. And so I've been sort of trialing this, and it's caused, I don't want to say no end of problems, but it's certainly been a bit of a learning curve. And YouTube has been not playing ball recently. Jesus Christ. As it's taking friggin' ages to upload some videos. Literally, I start uploading a video in the morning, and I say like 7 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I'm still waiting to release it at 3:30 in the afternoon, which is not great, and it's pretty much all processing time. So if you don't know what happens with YouTube, basically you upload the video, gets to 100%, and it goes, okay, the video's uploaded, but now it's only at 360p resolution. Obviously not great. And it takes a little while to get it to like HD resolution. And that is taking an inordinate amount of time. And that's nothing to do with my upload speed, because at that point the video's already uploaded. It's all YouTube's sort of their side. And it's just taking a fucking long time. There's nothing I can do about it either. It doesn't tell me how it's doing. It doesn't even have like a percentage. When you're uploading, it says like, oh, it's 50% done, 51% done. Okay, I know it's doing something. The processing, it just sits there going, processing HD. And you're like, 4 hours later, you're like, is it ever going to complete, or am I screwed? Am I going to have to re-upload this? So I've been having loads of issues with that, which isn't great. But I do like my big monitor, so that's nice. I say it's not the size of your monitor, but it does help. And so hopefully there's better resolution, and hopefully it's better resolution overall. Even for people watching in 1080p, it should still be better quality. Of course, YouTube is one, not YouTube, but Total War is one of those games where there's a lot of stuff moving on screen in battles at any one time, and that has a detrimental effect on the quality of the picture. So I'm hoping with a slightly better resolution, you've got a slightly better picture. You can see all those explosions and jam exploding all over the place in better quality than you could before. That's the hope, anyway. So Isabella's taking quite a bit of damage there, but we have mostly dealt with everyone. Unfortunately, Fergie from Black Eyed Peas, she fell over somewhere over. I think she got separated from the pack and then got sad and dropped dead. So, oh well, never mind. These things happen. But you know, that's unfortunate. We're kind of split up at the moment. That's not good. We need to get everyone back together. You can see Alicia Keys is chasing after Otter Schumacher. But there's not much left. It's mostly just these annoying drips and drabs of missile units which we're having to pendulum the shit out of until hopefully army losses take effect and they just fuck off.
Take their heads! Ulrich, save us!
See Madonna and Lady Gaga. Amy Winehouse getting stuck in there as well. Some explosions from the... Oh, it looks like the war wagons with mortars are coming in to charge us. Don't think that's especially a good idea, but fair enough. Yeah, see, the problem is when you get stuck into combat, lads, I mean, what are you going to do? Hit us with your horses? It's not working very well, is it? You're going to start exploding in any second. So now yeah. See, now your little wagons are exploding. Okay, finally army losses have taken effect. Thank God for that. I was running out of winds of magic. Okay, well, unfortunately we lost Fergie, but never mind. Is she okay, or is she dead? I think she's dead. Never mind, these things happen. Let's take the replenishments. Now, what I'm slightly worried about is there's another army over here, which I don't think can reach us in one turn. Just as well, because it's Emperor Karl Bloody Franz. Fergie was killed in battle. That's unfortunate. If I... Okay, that is fine. Okay, we head back. We can replenish in a couple of turns, which is good. And what do I want here? Leadership aura size could be useful. Let's go with earthing, because you do cast a lot of magic. Likelihood of you exploding quite high. Get tenacity there. Now, I say I don't think he's within range, so I think we should be okay. So I think what we're going to do is just recruit a bunch of shit. Just to kind of act as a shield. Because poor Izzy, she is, you know, far away from reinforcements. We have penetrated deep into Karl's nether regions, and he wants it back. More leadership is always good. We also need another Fergie, one with an untwistable stomach. More leadership, sure. Problem with Fergie, she got sad. She got separated. That made her sad. That was the issue. Now, what level can we recruit a vampire here at? Can we recruit a vampire? We can't. So we're going to have to get another one down here, which is going to be at rank 11, which is not bad. Does this increase rank? Recruit rank for vampires, faction-wide. Another 2. Okay, yeah, I'll wait. I can wait. I can wait a turn for another Fergie. A better Fergie. Let's do that. Okay, vampiric corruption is not as... Oh, is this a different... Grompeak is a different province, that's why. This province will have a lot of vampiric corruption. I suppose this will as well? Yeah, it's going up. not massively, but it is going up. I am tempted, because the defences here are not good, so I'm tempted just to go for it. It's a lot of fire we're going to take, but I think we can do it. Again, very ballsy. I think mostly the mortis engines are going to be doing the hard work. Everything else is just nice to have. Or do we get some? I think, to be honest, they'll strike out. To be honest, what I want is to keep them. I think fighting them in a settlement is going to be easier for me. I think, maybe. Let's find out. This is a ballsy move. Can Vlad pull it off? Or will he end up dead again? So we're attacking the other gate with these units here, and already I'm looking back at this battle, obviously, because this is a replay, and already I'm thinking I shouldn't have done this. So I make some mistakes here, and to be honest, the first mistake is I probably shouldn't have sent my infantry up onto the wall. I should have kept them down. And the reason I should have done that is because climbing up onto the wall, they're just going to get picked off one by one. It's not really a good use of their time. Also, these units, I should have kept them back. I should have waited until I'd pushed into the city and then used those fast-moving units to hunt down all of the missile, because we've got a lot of missile units facing us. There's even more now swarming into the city here. More gunners, handguns. There's some outriders, I think. Pistoliers, outriders, yeah. More crossbows over there. So there's lots of stuff. And basically, I definitely could have done this battle better. Our crossbows, I don't really care about the crossbows. A lot of people like the crossbows. Not for me. I feel like if you're playing in the undead, why do you want live people in them? If you want crossbows, play the Empire. Look at them. Wearing tights. With cod pieces. They die so easily. So squidgy. You just see little creases on their knee. Like, no, whoa. That is vitalitist. That's against my undead rights. You should know better. Okay, we're smashing down the gate here, so we've got 93, 94, 95. Apparently no music. Weird. Alright, never mind. The gate's down. Good. The gate's also down over here, where we come charging in against some spearmen, and that's going to do, well, nothing. Basically, we're going to be doing absolutely nothing against those spearmen. Their melee defense is friggin' ridiculous. Have a look over here. They've got 51 melee defense, and basically we are not doing very well against them. So that's not great. Here, though, we've got a big blob, and the plan is we get our mortis engines, and basically get them into melee combat. We can start draining their health. And the nice thing is we can now see how much damage they've actually done. Now, we have the Claw of Nagash. The Claw of Nagash actually isn't in combat at the moment, whereas the other mortis engine is now getting in there. You can see the draining effect. You can see some kills starting to pop up, and we can actually see how much damage it's now doing. You can see just ticking slowly up. It's doing a little bit of damage to everyone around it, which is good. Vlad is obviously going to be doing a lot of killing because he's Vlad von Carstein, and that's pretty much his thing. We've also got the Cairn race in here. They're going to be doing lots of damage and being healed up by the mortis engine. You can see the mortis engine kills going up and the damage going up. Just sucking away the health. We spawned in some zombies. Basically to kind of get them in a surround. And that's going to force them to sort of like bring more units in and also waste their ammunition, which I kind of want to do. The more ammunition they fire into my zombies, the less they have to fire at my actually useful units. Up on the wall, things are not going particularly well. The Graveguard are up there now, but then they're not doing particularly well against the Halberdiers. And the Sternsmen here just getting torn to shreds by these crossbows. It's such a waste of them. I've pulled my units out of that battle because the spearmen were just tanking it. Basically, they weren't getting anywhere, and they were bringing reinforcements in. So we pulled them back. Again, what I should have done, pulled them around here, had them on duty. No, ready. Just have them ready to charge in. So once we've managed to break through this blob here, which, you know, we are slowly doing. We can have a look at the mortis engine, see its damage ticking up again. 16k, 17k damage. Slowly just doing that AoE damage to everyone around them, including the units up here as well. Just making it easier for other units to kill them. It's almost up to 20k damage, which is pretty good. I mean, if we have a look at Vlad, where's Vlad, Daddy? It's hard to get. No. There we go. Good. He's only got 6k, and the mortis engine up to 20k now, up to 91 kills. It's really doing very well. The Claw of Nagash isn't in melee combat though. I need to get it in there. The missile units are also starting to focus fire. The Claw of Nagash, and there's not much I can do about that, to be honest. They are starting to run low on ammunition though. And we've got this warrior priest who's just bopping the sternsman. Just whacking them with a hammer. Which is, I don't like. Okay, we spawned more zombies in, just to get a nice little surround on those spearmen, and that is doing okay, but you can see the Claw of Nagash is starting to take more and more fire. Now, it is starting to get some kills now. Just our generic mortis engine, though. We can get it. It's up to almost 21k damage. It's killed 110. Damage value is 1,500. It's doing very well. It's doing very well for itself. Our infantry units, I think mostly the only damage they're really doing is when the Hellstorm rocket battery misses them and hits the units attacking them. I think that's the only real good thing they're doing up there. Again, should have held my infantry out here, brought them in when we had sort of like created a beachhead, even. Get up, Vlad. What are you doing down there? Come on, Vlad, Daddy. Get stuck in. Okay, our mortis engines are doing okay, but they're starting to take fire as the missile units spot them and start trying to pick them off, which, to be honest, is sensible of the AI to do. But it's annoying for me. And the can race, if we can have a look at those boys. How are they doing? I can find them. There we go. So they've done fairly well. Almost 60. Nice. Sexiest amount of kills, 69 there, before getting 70. More units now coming off the wall. And see, this is why I should have kept my infantry behind, because basically the infantry sent them out to the wall did absolutely nothing. It just got them slowly killed. And if I just held them back, I could now be starting to bring them into the city and creating like a defensive line, which would have been a far better idea. Never mind, we'll just have to keep going. Mortis engines coming in, starting to drain the health of all of these spearmen. If we have a look at the numbers that we have, you can see that obviously we've lost a lot of units, and the enemy have lost less units, which is generally not how you want a battle to be going. We are now trying to get into the city. We managed to sneak some dire walls in around to attack these handgunners. However, I don't think that the dire walls are going to do particularly well against them. We can have a quick look. So this is a dire pack here, and they've got good melee attack, but they're just struggling. They're struggling. We've managed to try and get in here, but there is a general of the Empire, and he's just going to. Basically, it was a waste. Should have brought them in here. It's a waste of those units. So we slowly continue to hack our way through this massive blob of state troops. See, the enemy are now losing units far quicker than we are, but our mortis engine is almost going down. It's almost going down. The Claw of Nagash, you can see it's we're starting to heal it back up. The Claw of Nagash, though, is regenerating but taking damage at the same time. It's taking a lot of damage, in fact. It's sad. Yeah, they're both sad. But the Mortis engine is currently still alive, and it is now healing back up. The Claw of Nagash, though, unfortunately, has exploded. sad times. The Mortis engine, though, if we can have a quick look at this. I love being able to see what kills it's done. So 2,000 damage value, which is a lot, actually. You don't see very many units do 2,000 damage value, to be honest. And almost 30k damage. Mortis engines against blobs of infantry like this are invaluable. Okay, we finally managed to break through. There's big piles of bodies at the gate, but there's still plenty of units left in the city, and unfortunately it's mostly missile units, which I don't have any fast-moving units left to deal with them because they're all dying here.
Bring them to their knees!
So we're almost into the city, and the direwolves over here have failed to defeat the handgunners. Maybe I should have sent 2 units. I think the problem is I think of the direwolves like the Dryker's wolves, and they're just not. They're nowhere close. We're sending the Cairn race up to deal with the crossbows over here, because I'm kind of getting annoyed by them, so they need to die. And then we need to basically mop up all these units over here, these units over here, these units, oh, and then also get into the centre of the city, somehow take out the Outriders, and I have no idea how. And there's some more handgunners over there, plus a General of the Empire. In fact, there's 2 General of the Empires, and I'm kind of... They've still got a lot of ammunition, unfortunately. And although the Cairn race have managed to get up onto the wall there and are hacking their way through the crossbows, they're such... Oh, I do love my Cairn race. Look at that. Almost up to it. I feel like if a unit does 1,000 damage value in a battle, that's good work, basically. Now, they are now my fastest unit. Unfortunately, they've also maxed out their regeneration, so any damage they take now is going to be unhealable, unfortunately, and there's a lot of missile units facing them. The Mortis engine is the same. Its healing cap has pretty much been reached. So we're going to try and mop up these units over here. There's some huntsmen, some more crossbows. Get stuck in there. Spawn in some zombies from behind. And they will then lock these units in place, which is good, but we're now down to 203 allied units, although the enemy troops are now down to under 700. We do have this guy here. This guy's going to be a pain in the arse, because he keeps, like... I keep trying to get Vlad to go and smack him, and Vlad would just need to poke him once and he would drop dead. Unfortunately, he just keeps running away from Vlad, and then rallying, coming back and hitting the unit that is usually the corpse cart, which is look, see, Vlad's coming over to deal with him, and he's like, oh no, run away. And then, of course, Vlad, because he's on foot, can't catch up to. In fact, everyone runs away from. As soon as Vlad goes anywhere near them, they're just kind of like, nope, no powder there. Never mind. Mortis engine is so many kills on the Mortis engine. 453. I want to see the damage. I want to see the fucking damage. There we go. Jesus, 43,000 damage dealt, which is just fucking ridiculous. So good. Last few huntsmen being run down. Unfortunately, the Mortis engine is going to get picked off. Not much we can do about that. I mean, long story short, basically we end up getting picked off by missile unit after missile unit, and there's not much we can do about it because the only unit that's fast enough is the Cairn race, and they're pretty much dead. Vlad's on foot, of course. Ed Miliband's on foot as well. The Crypt Ghouls there almost dead. We're out of Winds of Magic, so it's pretty much a hopeless task. We did manage to do a lot of damage to the enemy army, but it just... If I'd done a few things differently, kept the infantry outside rather than send them on the walls, if I had left the fast-moving units, if I had the fast-moving units to deploy into battle now, this would be a whop-up operation. As it is, unfortunately, I put them into battle too quick, and that screwed me over. Basically, I'm my own worst enemy. Well, it was ballsy.
I want their souls.
Well, I mean, Vlad is now a blood reveler, so that's good. Good for Vlad. Can we run away now? We can't quite... I mean, I think we'll be alright. I don't think they have much left, and we can just raise dead. Okay, so, I mean, a spirited attempt. It didn't work out, but I think we can probably get away from that scot-free. I think. And Vlad learned something, so that's good. You know, let's look on the positive side. I mean, that's basically nothing, but you're going to use a lot of magic, so I guess it's better than nothing. Yeah, you two. Ed Miliband, of course, my beloved Cairn race, who, oh, so good, just hacked their way through everything. Then.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Shame we lost the Claw of Nagash, but I mean, this guy, he did hard work, didn't he? He was killing loads of shit, which is basically what I wanted to happen.
Darkness.
Right, if I hop over here, are we going to get... No? Really? Where was the other big pile of dead things? Was it down here? Yeah.
I thirst. My thralls track.
I knew there was a big pile somewhere. Go and have a root. Come on, Emma. Come and have a rootle through this slot. Oh, this is more like it. Ah, this is what I wanted. Right. So let's pick up some goodies from here. One of those. One of them. A blood. Well, we could do. Terrorgeist? Sure. Let's get a monstery boy. Something like that. I think what I might do is I might take this army to Vlad. I'd be like, here, have this. Try not to get this one killed. Ideally. There we go. That's. I feel like in Vlad's army, the Direwolves and Black Knights, we just couldn't really use them until we... Yes, if I'd held them in reserve and broken through the other, that may... Trying to...
You dare.
It's hard to know. I think I probably could win that battle if I'd gone back and done it slightly differently. I think I've been playing too much Clan Moulder and just kicking the door in and killing everyone's side and assuming that's a tactic that works for everyone, but, you know, not necessarily, I guess, is the answer to that. Never mind. Imminent Rebellion. Where? Reikland. Oh, yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. God damn it, Thyrus. Okay, so there's another army. So they've got at least 2 more stacks wandering around, which is... Can I just... Apparently not. Do I want to refight that? Ah, you know what, it's fine. I'm just not that invested. Vlad will be back. Was Ed... Oh no, was Ed Miliband killed? Where is he? Deaths. Oh, Ed's.
Yes.
Ed. What could have been, eh? What could have been? Oh well. Never mind. Okay, Baby Spice, looks like you're up.
Moving.
Because Vlad died. Again. Oh dear. Let's get Annika.
Ready.
Yes, good job. You get the hunger, Grave Ward, missile resistance, very important. Spirit Leech, because reasons. Not that I'll ever really fucking use it. Don't want to do that. No, not really. But fuck it, it's fine. Okay.
Do you need fresh troops?
Not from you, you creepy old butt. Where's Annika gone? Oh, there she is. She's hiding. Hiding behind the buttresses. Where the fuck are you?
On death ascendant.
Oh, there you are. Like, literally inside the city.
I thirst.
Well,
Yours is power.
come over here and help me out. In the meantime, we could sack Karabakh just for funsies. Plus, they're recruiting stuff there. Theodric Bugelhoff. We might actually get defenses at Flensburg. Holy shit. Okay, now we do have... In one turn, we'll have defenses... Let's knock this out, because I do not like the idea of the recruiting yet another fucking army right next to me. So we'll kill that. Ooh, blast. And then we'll... Oh, you'll be alright there, actually, won't you? You'll be fine there. We can't recruit any of those. I guess you can recruit more skeletons. I guess. It's a thing you can do. Spreading corruption is also quite nice, so I'm going to get a few of those. Because boosting up the corruption massively in a province, it kind of fixes a lot of your public order problems. It's like Altdorf at the moment is at 38, but we have 20 corruption coming from characters, which is pretty beefy. Now, you safeguard, because you don't have much armor, and so you get your ass kicked quite... Now, who had that scroll? Did anyone get that scroll? Someone needs to have that. You've got the Thing of Amber, which is meh, but still. That's meh. That's major meh, to be honest. Have Blast instead. You can blast people. That'll be fun for you. Good. Is Karen Cedar Managers is meandering over there. Excellent. Maybe yes, Spice is moving up to defend what we have of Ostermark. Maybe we can go... It did take out... They probably won't be... Like, we gave them such a bloody nose, they won't be able to attack us back, but it's still annoying. We'll demolish that because we don't need it anymore. How long before this gets rank? Oh, we have enough. We just don't have the money. In that case, knock that down. Knock that down. And I think upgrade this, because it's going to give us almost 300 income, so sure. Oh, what are we going to do now? You know what I'm going to do here is... Oh. Grapes. Yeah, that's not that useful. A gibbet. There we go, that's what we want. A gibbet. And anything that's going to give us money. I don't think there's anything we can build that's actually going to give us any income whatsoever, though, so... We could maybe... We could get the armory here, and that way we'd have the potential to actually recruit some units. I think my main problem I have with the undead is that I usually completely ignore all the recruitment buildings simply because I can just build stuff from raising the dead. It's just a lot easier than having to actually build the recruitment buildings. Oh, God damn it, Thyrus. Right, what have you got? Can I just bop you? If I just quick save, can I... There we go. I feel like I've had enough fighting Empire armies. Like, if I absolutely positively have to, then okay, but... Otherwise, I probably just... Okay, you're... No, I don't really... Not super worried about that. Maybe I'm just salty after my loss of Vlad. Maybe that's the problem. Boris tried to bloody kill Karen. Fucking... Okay, Karen failed to kill Boris. So, currently they're at a stalemate, which is... Emma found that fucking hilarious, apparently. Good for you. It's good, you know, if we didn't laugh, you know? If we didn't laugh... You know what we could do with a necromancer? Okay, you're knowledgeable. Ordilio.
Not betray you.
Von Drac. You say you won't betray me. I just don't trust you. Invocation of the Heck. Let's get Raised Dead is always good to have. Curse of Undeath. There you are. That's your lot.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Should we just get some bog standard skeletons to... I mean, we've got a fairly good force here. It's mishmash, but it's not bad. Actually, a big pile of dead people here. That's a very big pile of dead people. We should go over there and find more dead people.
Moving. Yes,
what you got? Anything good? No, we have to be inside the city to find the big pile of dead people. Never mind. And we now have walls of Flensburg, so that's good. And having beat off Thyrus, what do we want to do next? I say we come down until we take Gromberg, maybe even Nullen. Not much of a garrison there. Could make it nice and easy. Lady Gaga. Is going to poke her face with some more corruption, I think. Because how much corruption we got now? 21 from characters. It's going up 3% a turn, which is not bad. Probably helps we've got the Balefire Hearth. In fact, let's upgrade you. Oh, you know what we do need to do is upgrade Templehof. There we go. Bosh. So we'll do this because this will start spreading vampiric corruption in all surrounding regions. You can see it's going up here. They do have Midland here, which obviously is pumping out quite a lot of anti-corruption, which is a bit of a problem. Marienburg has been burnt to the ground again, and I could take that for the docks, which would be nice. You know what? Ehrengrad is good for docks as well. We should definitely potentially go over there and grab them. If we can just get past fucking Ostland. Ostland? Ostermark? One of the two? I don't know. Oh, what am I doing? Beyonce is going to get fucking spread corruption. Sure. Good. Okay. I hope this should be more straightforward than some of the other battles. Mostly just because we've got a load of skeletons who can kind of tie up units for us. That's the dream, anyway. So the Rights Guard have done an early charge into our lines, straight into the single ladies, which of course is a terrible idea for them because, well, I mean, that's the number one reason, to be honest. Need to deal with some of these missile units, of course, as is tradition. Flying Zombles. If you could give Zombles wings, would that make them more effective? I mean, yes, but not by much. I mean, it would make them faster at least. God, they're so slow. Sucking off some missile units over there. We've also got the Devils of Schwarzhafen knocking out that Hellstorm rocket battery for us, which is quite useful. We are surrounded by missile units as usual. God, I really fucking hate missile units. So they're really getting on my nerves. Is it them or fighting the Empire? It might be fighting the Empire, to be honest. We've fought a lot of Empire, and I start to grow weary. I want to fight something else.
Just got back up. Ulrich's team, retreat.
Okay, now we're trying to head... Now, Karl's over here. Karl Franz himself. The Chin. The Legend. So we're going to try and bop him. Now, Karl is a pretty good melee lord, but against numerous vampires, he is going to struggle. He's poisoned, he's debuffed, he's got Spirit Leech on him. We are getting hit by rockets, but that's mostly just exploding the ghouls, who, let's be honest, fairly explosive anyway. That guy's lost his arm. Okay, we now got all the vampires in here. Wait, no, wait, we've got great swords appear to be coming in to try and rescue the Emperor. These great swords, though, seem to be busy fighting some skeletons, which is fair enough. Another Spirit Leech on Karl. He's debuffed. Come on, finish him off. He's almost down. There's loads of great swords coming in, but we have him surrounded. He is sort of like just surrounded by vampires. And I don't know whether we killed him or a volley from the archers killed him, but either way... Karl, well, he can't give you a mercy because he's dead now. I'm sure he'll pick himself back up in a bit, but for the moment... Those Hellstorm rocket batteries continuing to help out by killing the great swords for me. Thank you very much, guys. Just dropping spells where if we can see there's a couple of missile units there, so let's drop a bit of Shays directly on their heads. And that should explode them with any luck. Yeah, definitely some explosions happening there. The great sword's now breaking and running away. few units coming back. What do they have left? Okay, so they have some demigriffs over there fighting the zombies. There's some halberdiers over there. There's still some great swords to deal with. Mop up. Most of the enemy army is dead. Although, of course, all of our army is dead, I guess. But that's besides the point. It's just a case of seeking shelter in other units. And then knocking out those missile units with pendulums and pits of shades. And maybe if we can get like lots of units in a row, then maybe a wind of death. But to be honest, it feels better using pendulum and stuff like that. Right, dealt with them. Here come some more Reichsguard. The demigriffs have always finished off those zombies. More demigriffs coming. Where did these guys come from? I have no idea where these demigriffs came from. Either way, as soon as the single ladies pick themselves back up from that charge, the demigriffs start getting cut up. More demigriffs now coming in as well. I think these demigriffs are probably what make up the vast majority of the what's left of the enemy's strength. So if we can knock them out, then we should break the army, and that means all of those annoying missile units. Looks like they're starting to go down. They're taking a big chunk of their health out. So once we can start focusing on a unit, we've got a lot of melee attack and weapon strength, which means we just start carving through them. Also helps when, you know, they hit them with a rocket as well. That does help. That's it. Get out of here, guys. There we go. Army losses taking effect. Thank God for that. Okay, with any luck we can finish this army up with a nice auto-resolve. That worked out quite nicely, I think. Dead Rise again. I mean, we lost a lot of... We lost all the skeletons, to be fair. But that's not really a big problem because don't need them. Let us take the cash, I guess. I mean, right. Karl must now have dropped in the strength rankings. Because we've just killed... What's that, like 4 stacks of his? Oh, increased income. Lemian visit. Daughters of Lemia come to visit upon the Coven throne. They drink the crimson from fine wine goblets and make veiled threats hidden behind fang smiles. We destroy them, but not yet. For now we play amiable hosts. Isabella is a architect. There we go. Right.
Speak. I will hear you now.
He's still strength 22. I mean, he must have at least a couple of armies somewhere. Alright, well, really? It's trash. It's legitimate oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, fine. Like, okay. Okay. It's been a little while since we started with a Wind of Death, but I think well worth it. Also took out quite a few units of missile, like 2.5, I want to say, 2.5 units of missile units, which was, well, it's less to deal with anyway. I must do Isabella's quest at some point, mustn't I? I might do that next episode. If we're going to have to do this for every settlement at the Reikland, it's going to be so irritating. I really need to, like, get some units in this army. Apart from vampires. I mean, it's fine. I like my single ladies, don't get me wrong, but I feel like maybe having a proper army might stop me having to murder every single blob of empire. Mind you, how many more armies can they have, realistically? I mean, this is the second big one I've killed this episode? No, third big one I've killed this episode, right? Third bit, and then I killed one the other episode, so that's 4 stacks of Empire troops in less than 4 turns. They've probably got like 8 other armies, haven't they? Okay, so we're chopping our way through. We do have a few units of zombies over here who are just dying. Another little wind of death, carving its way through those units. Oh, did quite well there, actually. Took out, what's that, like 3 units? Not bad. Isabella racking up the kills. Just like the good old days. 357 kills, in fact. Let's have a look. Yeah, 29,000 damage. That's not bad. We have the Devils of Schwarzhofen just hanging back because I'm not 100% sure I want to... I need to be sure that they're going to be okay if I put them into this fight, because there's quite a few missile units around here. If they get focus fired, which is almost guaranteed, then they will die pretty quickly, and I need Vargeists, I've decided. Lots of Vargeists. Vargeists are where it's at, boys and girls. Okay, the Empire infantry is running away. That just leaves the missile units to deal with. Ugh. Oh, and the demigriffs there. We're sending some zombies to kind of like deal with these huntsmen. The huntsmen have very good melee attack and defense and armor, which means they will be able to probably knock out these zombies, but it'll keep them busy for a minute. Devils Schwarzhofen moving in. They're going to target this unit of crossbows. So yet more infantry moving in, plus what remains of these demigriff knights. I'm hoping that having taken Altdorf, we will have knocked out most of the Empire's main recruitment grounds, and so they're going to be struggling to recruit shit like demigriff knights with any luck. A little bit of shades there, sucking off those units that are engaged with the zombies, because the zombies may not be able to kill them, but that will. And the Huntsman General coming to the fight. Pretty stupid, because he's now surrounded by vampires, which is not a particularly good place for him to be. Especially when all his men seem to be running away. Yeah, that's sensible. Very wise. I think I need Vargeists. I need a lot of Vargeists, because all these annoying armies filled with missile units are starting to really get on my... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we need a siege tower, apparently. And also this Altar of is also starting to get on my... Right, okay, we're going to build that. And... Yes, Emma, you're going to come over here. Okay, it's nice you're having a nice time, but maybe limit the cackling. Okay, it's not as good as I was hoping. Never mind.
Yes,
what we
sire.
Could do is head on to Fort Jack. Can we head on to Fort Jakov?
Who wishes the red kiss?
Well, no one here.
I thirst.
Okay.
It will be done.
Let's see if we can do this. Now, I would like to get sort of like defenses here, so let's start doing that. We're making a lot of money here, which is fine, and we're going to build the mausoleum, and then we're going to get the armory. This one here. We're going to get the ancient armory in here so we can get the Graveguard with great weapons. Just because I think having the ability to recruit some stuff is probably a good idea. I think. I don't know where Boris is gone. Oh, he's over there. But unfortunately, we can't stab him. Never mind. Oh, we can knock down walls, though, can't we? That's what Karens are good for. I knew they were good for something. Perfect. All right, we'll maybe knock down a wall, and then we can get inside. And I'll level up all the single ladies, and we also need to get... Where's my other single lady? There she is. There's Annika. Let's get Annika over here to come and join us. Come and join the Sisterhood. And we're going to take the rest of Reikland, I think, because that seems to make sense. So we're kind of fighting on two fronts at the moment. We've got the Empire to the west, and Ostermark to the north. We're going to get... Yeah, okay, we'll get Vlad. When Vlad comes back, we'll get him. We still are one off another blood kiss.
Shed their blood.
So... So let's have a look at what our objectives are. So obviously we need to destroy the Reikland. That just makes sense. Then we need to control 50. Well, obviously the Empire is going to be a primary goal, but do we now? Do we want to colonize the mountains or not? Because we could get some good money. Because I've been trying to make friends with the rats down here, but they're just not playing ball, unfortunately. They kind of don't not like us, but don't particularly like us. So we could maybe like clear out the mountains. Oh, it looks like Grimgor's here. Look, he's taking Grom Peak, but he hasn't taken Mount Gubbinz. Interesting. Not 100% sure how he's done that, to be honest, but never mind. So, yeah, do we want to colonise the mountains? Maybe that should be the next poll. Are we going to colonise the mountains, or do we just sort of, like, clear them out and leave them to the dwarves? Because we could take Fort Jakov, and there is a gold mine over here. And although it would, you know, it's unpleasant climate, but it's only 15% reduction income, that's still a gold mine, which at max rank will bring in, you know, 1,000 monies, which is quite nice. So should we do that, or should we not? Let me know in the poll. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next episode.